Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. The 2025 Yamaha R9 has finally arrived, and if you've been following the trajectory of Yamaha's Supersport evolution, this one is a landmark. It's a motorcycle born out of the legacy of the R series, fused with the raw punch of the MT-09 CP3 engine, and molded into a sleek and aggressive Supersport package. On the channel today, we're diving deep into this stunning new machine, not just its specs and performance, but also the emotions it evokes and the message it sends in a world where lightweight agility and real-world power are becoming the new gold standard. This is more than a motorcycle, it's a shift in what middleweight sport bikes stand for. At first glance, the R9 is unmistakably a member of Yamaha's R family. The sharp front fascia, the streamlined bodywork, the aerodynamic fairing, and the aggressive tail section all scream performance. Yamaha's design language is clear here. This is a machine that visually aligns with the R7 and the R1, but with a presence that feels entirely its own. The centrally mounted LED projector headlight, flanked by recessed LED DRLs, adds an intimidating touch to the front end, making it look like a predator scanning the track. Every contour and crease on the fairing isn't just for show, it's been sculpted for aerodynamic efficiency, reducing drag at high speeds and helping with high-speed stability. The fuel tank is muscular yet narrow where it counts, giving the rider a snug hold during aggressive cornering. It merges beautifully into the seat and subframe, which itself is minimalistic, compact, and engineered to keep the weight low and centralized. The rear section lifts aggressively, giving the bike a forward-leaning posture that hints at its racing intent. Underneath it all, the bike is built on Yamaha's updated Deltabox frame derived from the MT-09 SP, but with tweaks in rigidity and geometry to suit aggressive track riding and quick changes of direction. Powering the R9 is Yamaha's legendary 890 cubic centimeters CP3 inline triple engine, a power plant that has already proven itself in the MT-09, XSR 900, and Tracer 9. In the R9, however, it gets a few enhancements. The tuning is sharper, the throttle response is more immediate, and the gearing has been adjusted to suit a more supersport-oriented riding style. It produces around 117 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and about 93 Nm of torque at 7,000 RPM, figures that may not break records on paper, but in practice deliver a thrilling experience thanks to the engine's broad power band and aggressive mid-range. What sets this engine apart is its character. The triple-cylinder configuration offers a unique balance between the high-revving nature of an inline-four and the low-end grunt of a twin. The result? Linear torque delivery, intoxicating acceleration, and a sound that's as raw and mechanical as it is melodic. This bike pulls hard from as low as 3,000 RPM and never really lets up. Whether you're darting through tight city traffic, powering out of a corner on a back road, or pushing your limits on a racetrack, the R9 feels alive and eager. Yamaha's ride-by-wire system is at the core of its modern electronics suite, which includes a 6-axis IMU that governs multiple rider aids. You get traction control, slide control, front-wheel lift control, and adjustable engine braking. There are also 4 ride modes: rain, street, sport, and custom. The latter allows you to fine-tune all parameters to your personal preference. In practice, these aids are transparent. They step in when needed but never feel intrusive. They let you ride with confidence, especially when pushing hard in less than perfect conditions. A quickshifter with auto blipper comes standard, and it's one of the best in its class: snappy, smooth, and incredibly addictive. Every shift feels race-ready, and the gearbox itself is tight and precise. You can bang upshifts without lifting the throttle and nail perfect downshifts with a single toe tap, all without touching the clutch. This is the kind of technology that transforms the everyday ride into something that feels like a qualifying lap. The suspension setup is fully adjustable front and rear. Up front, you have a 41mm KYB inverted fork, while the rear gets a link-type monoshock mounted to an aluminum swing arm. Both are tuned for sporty riding, yet there's a remarkable level of compliance on bumpy roads. Yamaha didn't go overly stiff here, they found a sweet spot between daily usability and weekend track day readiness. The chassis responds eagerly to input, flicks from side to side with minimal effort, and holds a line with absolute confidence. Braking duties are handled by dual 298mm discs up front paired with radial mount 4-piston calipers, and a single 245mm disc in the rear. The braking performance is sharp, progressive, and confidence-inspiring. The lever feel is excellent, firm but not overly aggressive. With the addition of cornering ABS, you can trail brake into corners without the fear of washing out the front, making the R9 as safe as it is thrilling. Ergonomically, Yamaha has taken a very deliberate approach with the R9. Unlike the razor-sharp riding triangle of the R6 or even the slightly relaxed stance of the R7, the R9 hits a middle ground. Clip-ons are low but not extreme, and the foot pegs are rear set but won't cramp your knees. You get a committed riding position that still remains rideable over longer distances. It's sporty, yes, but it's not torture. This makes it suitable not just for weekend canyon runs and track days, but also for more spirited commuting and occasional touring. The cockpit is equipped with a vibrant 5-inch TFT display that's both functional and beautiful. It features a clean, intuitive layout that includes all the necessary telemetry: speed, RPM, gear position, ride mode, traction control status, and more. You can toggle through the settings via backlit handlebar switches, and Bluetooth connectivity means you can sync it with your phone for navigation prompts and call notifications. It even supports Yamaha's Ride Control app for customizing ride modes and logging trip data. One of the standout aspects of the 2025 R9 is its weight, or rather, the lack of it. At just around 190 kilograms wet, it undercuts many rivals in the same performance bracket. Combined with the compact chassis and agile geometry, the R9 is one of the most flickable sport bikes on the market today. It feels light on its feet, responsive to every input, and perfectly balanced whether you're transitioning through a series of S-bends or braking hard into a tight hairpin. The exhaust note deserves a mention of its own. That CP3 triple-cylinder growl is pure ear candy. From a subdued burble at idle to a snarling howl at full throttle, the sound alone adds an emotional layer to the experience. Yamaha has fine-tuned the intake and exhaust for a deeper, more mechanical tone, and it pays off. Even with the stock exhaust, you get a satisfying roar that never feels synthetic or muted. Color options for the 2025 Yamaha R9 include Yamaha Racing Blue, Tech Black, and a new matte silver with red accents that gives off serious MotoGP vibes. Build quality is typically Yamaha: tight panel gaps, solid switches, high-grade materials, and a finish that feels like it'll age well over years of riding. This isn't just a great bike mechanically, it's a beautiful object to own. Now, let's talk about price. Yamaha has priced the 2025 R9 at approximately $11,999 in international markets. This places it right between the R7 and the R1, and honestly, for what you're getting: an advanced electronics suite, a potent triple-cylinder engine, track-ready components, and real-world usability, it's a bargain. Yamaha has carefully positioned the R9 as the new sweet spot for riders who want supersport styling and performance without the high price tag or the extremism of a 1,000 cubic centimeters superbike. This is the new face of Yamaha's Supersport legacy. The R9 is here, and it's everything we hoped it would be, and more. Thanks for watching Bike Culture Hub. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth reviews, real-world impressions, and the latest on the bikes that matter. Ride safe, ride hard, and we'll catch you in the next one.